Hello guys, how are you doing? In today's video we will discuss about the Splunk buckets. Buckets are just folders. They gave a just a fancy name called buckets. Okay, this is another important topic for Splunk admin and architect exams and Splunk interviews. On many interviews, almost on all the interviews, every manager will ask about these questions: how buckets work, and even sometimes they will ask the config files and the parameters inside the config files. Let's see about this. Inside the indexers, all the files are stored inside the folders called buckets. There are 5 buckets available inside Splunk. You can see them: hot, warm, cold, thawed, and frozen. This will be easy for you to remember. The thing to understand is that the hard buckets, as you may be already aware of, ROM memory and random read only memory and random access memory, the same concept is used here. The hard buckets are readable and writable. Hard buckets is the only buckets writable. All other buckets are just readable files. You remember this concept. Hard bucket is the first entry. It is the first door of the all indexed, all the files. Files will come inside the hard buckets first. They will stay there for probably generally 1 or 2 days or 1 week, sometimes depending on the configurations. And then the files will move to warm and cold and thawed and frozen. So you can see that most of the time we will use hot, warm, cold buckets, the first three buckets. The fourth and fifth buckets are uh, the frozen buckets. You can see that mostly generally after the cold buckets the files will be deleted or archived. In some banking projects or in some critical projects, after the frozen period, the frozen indexed files, they will make a copy of the files and move it to third file system meaning kind of separate disks, actually, just as a backup copy. If let's say you want to understand what the users login logout information in the last 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, and for those kind of research issues, you we will require these thought buckets. Generally, some managers will ask this question: how you can search the thawed or frozen indexed files? The thawed files are deleted, they are removed. To do searching on the thawed buckets, please remember that you need to re-index them once again back to Splunk, and then only you can do the searching. You cannot directly search on thawed buckets. Just please remember that one. On many questions, this this tricky question, many managers used to ask this one. So next one, this gives little more deep discussion on the pipelines, the data flow. Actually, I will just give the links in this comment. You, when you guys are free, you try to. But some managers, they will ask about our design and deployment, the implementation experience. They will particularly ask each and every question about this parsing, how things work, how each queue works. I have attended in out of 10 Splunk interviews, in 2 interviews they will ask these questions and they will make us uncomfortable, actually. You can see here very detailed one, how things are moving. inside. So the another important thing to remember is this one. So the index.conf file, you need to you just mug up this one. You just mug up these concepts. You can see here the red bucket, hot bucket is available. There are three parameters: max hot buckets, the count of the number of hot buckets, the age of the hot buckets, the bucket size. There are three parameters. We can set how many buckets, count of buckets, age and bucket size. Generally, the age and bucket size are two important things. For example, you can say that the age, the hot buckets will be available for 2 days, and the bucket size will be just for example 1 GB. In some interviews, the question will be asked, if you configure both age and time, age and size, which one will take the higher priority? Some managers will ask this question. So you please remember that the age, the age max hot span seconds. That takes precedence over the bucket size. I will also verify this one. I believe I'm a little confused actually, but I believe age takes more precedence. I will after crossing the age, the buckets will be rolled from hot to warm. So this one you just remember, and the settings, these settings inside the index.conf file, these parameters: frozen time period in seconds, max total data size MB. This there are around 4 5 uh, syntax keywords. There are no other way. We just need to mug up them, just to remember them. There are no other way. This will save a lot of. This will help you very good in the Splunk admin and architect certifications and in many interviews. Hope you guys like this one. Please let me know if you have any questions or any suggestion about the videos. Catch you later on the next video. Bye.